Hey people, this is ItalyIce, the Ice Lady, and I am back with a whole lot. Now today this is going to be a segment talking about the topics that are currently going on with the community and around the world today. Yes. On this lovely Sabbath Saturday night. In Yahshua's name, he is good. Bless the Lord with all your heart. All those who have breath in their body, give him his praise. Amen. Glory, hallelujah. Amen. Now, pardon me, because I will be munching during this, because I have me a nice, a good chicken salad, you dig? So, I'm going to be getting my munch on. The chub stuff, gotta get it in. So now, mind you, academics is saying that Jay-Z is harassing him and his followers, which consist of kids, so I don't get it. Like, why are you harassing kids? Y'all in the industry, y'all know y'all topic of discussion. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? We have the right for our freedom of speech on these YouTube streets or these platform streamers, whichever way they want to go about it, right? Not only that, but you know what I don't like? Vlad had Gloria Velez up there bringing up stuff. I wonder, is he going to attack Vladimir, the culture vulture, like this? Because I feel, being that it's our people, we should be able to give our perspectives and takes and keep others abreast of what's going on out here. You're going to have some people that's going to be with you, and you're going to have some that's against you. It just is what it is. And we do have freedom of speech. But y'all not going to suppress us from. Now, if they're telling lies, that's something different. But you can't get mad at the truth. You probably get mad at the truth at the fact that it's true and it got you in a bad light, and you want to keep the charade going, and the gig is up. That's all, and that's it on that. So okay, remember, go. It go like me, and I'm a cherry tomato. And now, hey, it's going, hey. You're in the public eye. You are different, numerous topics of discussion. Do for what to do, what not to do. Do for what you do and what you do not do. Do for the edification, because our youth need the truth. Hey, we've been tricked. I done been came out of it. A lot of people been came out of it. But there's still so many that's still stuck in it. Some are waking up. And they're learning. And that's a beautiful thing. Let me tell you something. So, a young lady out there, let me tell you something. The world is a stage, okay? The world is a stage. And we the people, we the little people, be making these people into who they are. That's come from our support. That come from our consuming. That come from our watching. And it don't make no sense how us, that our elders that grew up in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, right, are out here, but you ain't promoting nothing to the youth that's positive. So you go cook them. If it do not apply, let it fly. Alright? If it do not apply, let it fly. Okay, it don't make no sense that he's going after these little the little kids that follow him. That's a damn shame. Now, next case. In this case, they saying Benny Butcher is losing his mind. So about the nerves is controlling the game or something like that. Now my thing is, I want to know what manner is he talking about? Or are you talking about as far as those who are rapping in the game that do conscious rap, who are able to put their happenings, their life, but that not glorifying drugs, not glorifying whorism, sex, not glorifying jewelry, into a rap and people love it? Or are you talking about the streamers who divulge into the topics that support the nerds, or probably don't support, but they always got them up there as a hot topic of discussion but on their streams, their streaming platform, right? Whether it be YouTube, something yard, StreamYard, whether it be TikTok, Snapchat. What else is out there? There's so much out there. I don't. I'm old school, baby. So it'll be a whole lot of. I'm old school, but at the same token, I'm holy and I'm hood, baby. So I don't. You know, I love a good nerd. I love a good nerd. I know how to be himself. Not put on, or she know how to be herself. He or she, it doesn't matter. That know how to formulate a rap and break it down so where we see where they coming from, or they just straight up relate to the people without all that murder, sex, kill, violence. All right, that's something that we want for our future. That's something that we want for our children. Especially when you've been a part of that for so long. As you grow older, you start to think, I don't want my kids in this. I done did all that. I want my children to be better than me. I don't even want them caught up and intermingled in that. Yeah, they're going to go through their own go-through. Because you can't be around them 24/7. They have to go through school. If they go through after school, if they're out with family and friends, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna go through all types of situations for them to develop and get a sense of what's going on besides being in a sheltered environment. So I could get that part. Yeah, at the same time, the glorification is coming to an end. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm from that era, so I get what he's saying. But I don't get what he's saying in another way because I'm able to see it from different angles. So that's an argument that he's not going to win. And Benny, just give it up on that. You're not going to win that. Just give it up on that. It's a new day. People tired of that murder, death, kill, horror, and I got money and jewelry. Like, everybody don't have that, Benny. And not only the fact that everybody don't have that, everybody don't care about that. Like, some people, you have people actually out here that don't care about that. So it's like your music is not gonna resonate with everybody. And don't get me wrong, you know, you got some stuff. I don't listen to all your stuff. I don't listen to nothing of all of nobody's stuff. So be actual, because I have my own set of music. But little stuff here and there, if I hear it and I like it, it's all right. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, at the same token, you have to learn, this is a new day and age, right? And people are getting tired of being bamboozled by these rappers with they acting asses. People are rapping about stuff that, you know what I mean? You wasn't in that. You didn't do that. You feel what I'm saying? But you glorifying it. And you probably been around somebody who did that. You probably had a little taste of that. And now that you done got on with this, so you talking about their life. This not something that you did. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, at the same token, everybody's not on that. Everybody's not selling drugs. Everybody's not at the strip club. Everybody's not on the road transporting the drugs. Everybody's not looking for a quiet town to lock down. You feel me? I don't know what you're saying, but at the same time, you gotta you might as well let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You're gonna look and sound utterly ridiculous. Cause they're gonna get the internet, right? Especially they come together because everybody's not of this community of yours. You know what I'm saying? And it is more of them than it is of y'all. They don't want that gangster. They want to live a regular life. They want to live a regular life where, you feel me, you get to live and have abundance and have longevity with your life. So they don't care about the shoot 'em up, bang bang. They really don't, cause even though it's out here, that's not what they're on. They're not trying to promote it. They don't want to be sucked into it. They don't want it surrounding them. So they don't, you know, like, it's like if you want to cross it, you want to cross it. But yet at the same token, like, I'm not with that. That's not my MO. And there's nothing wrong with that. So if you're calling that a nerd, Benny, you lost. It's not resonating. People are picking you apart on the internet. Like, do you hear him? So it's like, Benny, leave that alone. Just leave it. This is a different era. They're not on that. You know, that was like back in the 80s, in the 90s, and early 2000s. Like, you know, even though you still got some of it going on, lingering around, you feel what I'm saying? But at the same token, it's like, people want better for their children. They getting tired of the actors that getting up there, rapping about all this stuff, faking it until they make it. Like, Benny, just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Next topic. Hold up. Oh yeah, something that I wanted to say, because Danny's out here doing a world on world tour. You know, like I was saying before, I was cut off before in one of these videos. He's looking at it at the angle of, like, I put y'all on. I use y'all street cred. Y'all use me for the industry and for the bread. So it's fair, shame, no robbery. Yet, excuse me, when you kidnap me, you rob me, you sexing my baby moms, and you think I'm supposed to be loyal to you? Like that, it don't work like that. First of all, they shouldn't have never had him out here they shouldn't have never put him in the middle of no they shouldn't have had him out here doing robberies or whatever they was doing, because this happened a while ago. I don't have time to stay focused all on that, and I don't remember everything clearly. But I remember he was on camera holding a gun and this and the third. Like, they shouldn't have never first of all, you gotta keep the bag away. If this is the bag, right, why would you want to drag the bag in the middle of all BS? That is the bag, right? So you keep the bag away. The bag is not even like that. But the bag is around people that's like that. So, all right, you're around people like that, but you're not going to get your feet wet into this, because we need, you know, we in this for the bag, like you in there using our street cred. We going to keep on letting you pretend, and we going to keep on getting the men's. That's it. It was so simple. Yeah, it was so simple. It must have been complicated that people wanted, you wanted to pull him into that. Like, I shouldn't have ever did nothing like that. I shouldn't have ever did nothing like that. And I remember one time I was on Broadway shopping, and one of my African stores, and they had everything. They used to have everything before it even reached the other stores. So it's like, it's a lot of stuff that I had where niggas didn't get to see until like 6 months later, when it finally hit the other stores where people really shop at. My Africans was on point, and I was like, I been had that outfit 6 months ago. They brand new arrivals. Anyway, so mind you, they was sitting, I'm in there shopping, and they was in there, I ain't know who, I just see this little color head boy with all these boys and all that. So, mind you, I'm sitting there, have to wait until they wrap him up or whatever, because I guess he was buying all of their stuff. He buying him and all of their stuff. Like, he came in buying mad outfits, mad sneakers. So he in there, you know, he took them shopping. He took gang shopping, whatever, right? So now, mind you, so I'm teasing the workers in there, because I've been doing this. I done been bought out the whole store. So every outfit that came up in there, cornered and had it already. So now, mind you, so now I'm just messing, because I'm like, I want some assistance, this, that, and that. They like, I said, I want to be treated. I want to be, what I said? I said, yeah, I want y'all to cap. They said, Kwana, stop it. Stop it. First of all, you know you get whatever you want from this store. You know you get whatever you want from this store, and you don't be paying tax, and we don't charge you for a price, because you come in here, you just spend so much money with us that they chopped and block and orthodox. That's how quantum of rocks. Yeah. But anyway, back to what I was saying. That was just a little time that I actually seen him, but I didn't know who he was. I'm saying, this little rainbow head boy. But he came in and they did their thing or whatever. Yet now, back to the other point, right? I don't think they looked at that part about it. Like, first of all, do not get him involved in this stuff when you know he's not really like that. Even though y'all letting him utilize it for the bread. Keep it on the bread. That's where y'all messed up when y'all wanted to mix and mingle that. Y'all should have never did that. You gotta keep people in where they at. Like, you know he not like that, and y'all, come on, keep him over there. Now, the part about him while he's going on a rampage, and everybody calling him snitches, this, that, and the third, which he is, you know, he wears it well. Yeah, I get where he came from with that part, where y'all doing this, that, and the third, and then, come on, man, you thought I was going to tell, why should I stay true to y'all? I get that. The part that I didn't get is the boy Billy Aldo, or something like that. He was really rocking with 6ix9ine. And you got him, and this is what I don't want, Danny, why would you get him locked up too? Like, you got him, and he spent about you with something, and you told on him. So that's the part that really makes you the snitch, that it's just like, shut up. Nobody don't want to hear nothing from you. Okay, because I could get, all right, those who slimed you, you slimed them back. They slimed you in this way, and you slimed them in that way. I get that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not even really concentrating on that part, because that came very easily once I seen to put stuff together, like, and got stories from. So it was like, okay, yeah, that boy was really a friend of you, and you got him locked up too. That's the part is where you was ridiculous with your snitching. That's the part where I don't care. You should have been like, for somebody that's picture me. Picture me having somebody that's gonna spin about me. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care. I don't know what you're talking about. What? Nah. You got that boy locked up too. That's the part I couldn't get about you. You got that boy locked up too. You was just pointing. You should have just pointed at the people who violated you. But for him, you know, like, and he spent about you. And you told on him and got him locked up. That's part now, all right. And plus, he's having a boy, he's out here cutting their asses. He's having a natural boy, he out here parking on Jim Jones, Fat Joe. He out here. So he's comical. He's really comical. That's the part that I want one of these podcasters to ask him. Since he's telling his story. He's doing the tour. But his story, right? I want him to tell that part. I need to know. Why did you tell on the one who spit about you? The one that was really, really, like, that seemed like somebody that was true. He didn't try to play you with the rest of them. Why did you tell about the one who spit about you? That right there makes you a little rat to me. I didn't care about all the other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, you did that to the boy. Why would you mess up back like that? And another thing, if he wanted to disassociate himself, you feel what I'm saying? Due to the fact that y'all doing me dirty like this, like, y'all should have let him just do that. Because remember, if Shotty supposed to be his manager or whatever, y'all still going to get paid off him. That was, I don't know. But anyway, now that's out of there. They saying that Cardi B done got, that Cardi B done got, JT record removed from, I don't know if she was getting radio spins or, I don't know, I just think it. Because I be doing stuff, or I be trying to listen and I don't catch it all. And some stuff, I got better stuff to be viewing than bull crap. Especially when you out here promoting tourism to the youth. So I really don't be, you know what I mean? I really don't. I do for a reason, because I needed to know what's going on. That that's the other part. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Because they all running around half naked. They all promoting thought pocketism. But I will give the Nikki this. Nikki is versatile. She's versatile. And she talked about issues. Everything about her chain, about her ass. She did talk about, like, you know, like she was dropping some. She was talking about issues. And she held her own with those who consider to be the greatest. My issue with Nikki is, my issue with Nikki was when she promoted this lesbianism, this dykeism, this what they call they dykes, lesbians, dykes, something else. This AGism. I don't know, but that was my issue with it because she's a good artist. I mean, a good rapper, right? She's a good rapper. She's really talking about issues. She hitting on different topics and different stuff, like, you know. Her styles is versatile. She's a good performer, and she know how to keep a crowd. On top of it, she can actually write her own stuff. But if Safari was helping her in and out too, you know, the way he was rhyming, I could see some of them he doing it for Nikki too. Yeah, but I could tell she was writing her own stuff too. Yet the part was, in that era, a lot of girls just started dealing with other girls, and like it was cool. And I just was sitting there like, what was, I didn't get the whole, cause I don't listen to, or I don't, you know what I mean? I hear certain songs, I hear and I gravitate to. I've always had my own playlist of music that I listen to, whether it was circular music or it was R&B music, because I listen to both. Like, if I'm gonna go extremely hard, when I go hard, or I'm gonna be on my Chuck, on my Ice Lady, you know, just chill out, and I'm gonna be, you know, with some good jazz, some good gospel hits, some, you know. The thing about it was, like, when I'm seeing it, I'm wondering, but then I actually sat down, like, and I'm starting to look at some of it, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with promoting other pretty women, right? A little smack on the ass, you dancing, playing. That's stuff that we used to do when we was in the club with our homegirl. You feel what I'm saying? To keep the niggas away from us, because we just came out to enjoy our life and party. And if we happen to bag, we bag. But at the end of the day, you know, that wasn't our intention. Our intention was to go to have fun by ourselves. Unless that was our intention, like, yeah, I want to bag a nigga, this, that, and the third. It is what it is. It depends on what train of mode we was on at that time. Yet the fact that, right? Yet the fact that it was so many little girls' lives that was kind of like transformed from this, like, being straight out of grade school, going into junior high school, and they looking at another little girl because they listening to Nicki Minaj. That's the only part I didn't like. That particular part, her influence, it was like a turn. I'm like, what is going on? How? Like, I start seeing mad little girls, like, on some they looking at other little girls instead of just focusing on books or even having a crush on a boy. Like, because at that age, I wasn't even thinking about boys. Like, I was just thinking about my books. And when it was boys, it was me sneaking off, smoking weed, cracking jokes. We was doing all stuff that we ought not have been back then. So, I'm keeping it real. We was running down on stuff. We was doing stuff we ought not have did back then. We was doing stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So, you feel me? It's best my my nigga baby like, yo. Bitch, his mama bitch, yeah, I love her. But anyway, yeah. But no, baby, this is the thoughts. Hold on, trying to get the thoughts out of my mind while I concentrate. Y'all, pardon me. It's funny. You have to be there. You know what I mean? People from my hood know what I'm talking about. People from Gates Ave know what I'm talking about. People know what I'm talking about. So, you know what I mean? That we went to school with know what I'm talking about. But that wasn't for that. It was just a thought that like piggyback off of that. Anyway, back to what I was saying about Nikki. Like, she's a great artist. She's versatile, but that era is like she influenced a lot of lesbianism, ageism, dykeism, and that's the part that I didn't like because I didn't know what was going on. So I finally, I'm checking out the little girls like to find out where is the source of it, and it was Nikki. It was Nikki. That's the part I didn't like. And yet, Nikki went and got her husband. Nikki went and got that dick. Okay? Nikki went and got that dick. So this is the things that I'm trying to tell, like when it's some, like little girls, some will bring it up like when Nikki went, hold up. And I didn't like that part. Yeah, you know what I mean? She's not on that no more. So I wish like she would talk about that and like give that to the youth. Give back that part to the youth. Even though they see, some could see now because some is like grown now. Yeah. That would be beautiful to elaborate on that. Like, to give them something. Yeah. Her and Cardi and them out there arguing and fighting and all that. Talk about the kitties and all that. But I get what she's saying because Cardi been doing this for years. And I knew about when she talked about that little girl, that girl and her child. You sitting there speaking on people dead, like, and that's just straight disrespectful. And then you think nobody ain't gonna talk about yours. No, baby, it don't go like that. You cannot be out here trying to put out stuff on people and think just because you are a celebrity now that nobody can say nothing about. What? Y'all the main ones. Y'all in the news. Y'all gonna get talked about. Y'all gonna get scrutinized. Y'all gonna get bigged up. Y'all gonna get tore down. Yeah, it depends on you and what the things that you doing. It is what it is. Now, she should give an apology because they talk about somebody dead children. It's disrespectful. You could keep it with the person. Let me tell you something. I had beef, right? For the whole family. Behind my baby's father messing with somebody that we grew up with. Right? Now I could have talked about her daughter all types of wild ways. I ain't like her mama and she knew it. But I still treated her daughter because her daughter had no, you know what I mean? No girl had nothing to do with it. So I did it even when you beefing with a person. And the ill thing about it is, we all grew up together. And I'm on the thing, like, how do you sex my baby father? You know what I'm saying? How dare you sex my baby father after I have a child with him? Like, what is wrong with you? But then that's when I had learned that. And niggas want to be in my shoes. They want to do what I do. They want to, if they feel like I'm with a dude, they want to come for the dude because they feel like the dude make me like this. No, I've been like this. And when we was younger, she was trying to smell when somebody faced me. Matter of fact, it was Ceci. It was Ceci. And she tried to smell and Mako face. And boy, when I tell you, Ceci read her for filth. Had her crying. Now, mind you, I rock with all of them, but this one I grew up with. You feel me? Her grandmother lived. I used to go upstairs to their house. You feel what I'm saying? I done been to her house in Bushwick, where she lived with her pops and all that. And Bushwick Project. You know what I'm saying? All her cousins, her family, we like family. So when she said my baby father, it kind of felt crazy. Like, you serious? Like, nah, you gotta get it because we grew up. You sitting here, I'm bringing around, you smiling in my daughter's face, you smiling in my kid's face, knowing that you sucking they pops. You know what I'm saying? Creeping and geeking with they pops. But the minute I'm gonna get dressed and go out somewhere, he started a whole fight. First he tried to attack me for my self-esteem. Cause I guess he wanted to, that's what a nigga would do. He would try to attack you, to try to bring you down. Bitch, you can't ever bring me down. I am me. I was me when we was in public school, nigga. You done lost your mind. So now, mind you, even though she did all that, you know what I mean? We had like World War III out there. We fought like 3-4 times. Her whole family, like, we getting it popping with their whole family. I'm beating their whole family up. So now, mind you, even though I fought them, I still ain't sit there and talk about the little girl. And she wound up having a baby by my baby father too. Cause I left his ass. He thought I was playing. I said, no, you lay with that and you gonna stay with that. I'm not doing it. My baby father family, they like, yo, why would you just leave him this, that, and the third? Is you what? We all on the same block. Do you see? Is you stupid? Nah, that's what he wanted. That's what he gonna get. He stayed with it now. So I guess he thought it was a game, like, oh, she'll be back. You feel what I'm saying? Cause he that nigga. So, like, you know what I mean? He feel that they could do what they want to do. So, once I showed him, okay, I really think so. Nigga, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. You know you was wrong. I'm tired of your lies and your silly alibi. Hanging with your mans, wanna floors up in a Benz. You can do your thing, so this song to you I sang. I'm moving on. You know you was wrong. I'm tired of your lies and your silly alibis, hanging with your mess. Wanna floors up in the bins. You can do your thing, so this song to you I sang. Serious like that. And he made my life a living hell after that. You ain't gonna take me back? He told me, you don't take me back. You think you and the kids gonna live a happy life without me? No, what you gonna do is take me back. We gonna move in a condo or something together. And we gonna be one big happy family. Yo, when I tell you I laughed so hard, I ain't never laughed so hard in my life. This boy delusional. He's delusional. He's really delusional. And boy, he made my life a living hell after that. I guess when he thought about it, like she really left me here, she don't give a fuck about my money, no nothing, no nothing. Like, I ain't that nigga. He lost his mind. I was hustling. Man, he was hustling Best Buy. I was hustling all over. They would do out of town. I was do out of town too. But not only was I doing out of town, I was in every section of Brooklyn hustling. In Manhattan hustling. Out of town hustling. So it's like, one, I'm everywhere. That you are and you not. And he didn't like that. He couldn't stand that. He be like, but you my baby mother. And you should have thought about that. You were my baby father. And you sitting here sneaking and geeking. Getting ducked off all types of ways with this. So now you can have that. So that was the part that I didn't like. Regardless of what, I still didn't take it out on the little girl. I could have said mad stuff about her. I didn't say that. You feel me? I just let them be. I mean, ask me personally, right? She wound up dying. Right? But me knowing him, it ain't funny. I think he poisoned her and killed her. Cause we were just supposed to be the size something to play with. And she's not coming back. Oh, I don't know. But, he always worried about what I'm doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about who I'm with. Please leave me alone. You already done made my life a living hell. You let me fight back and forth? I'm good. Fight about them fought them. I had to fight you, fight them, fight your family, fight your mom. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Eyes are good. Eyes are good. So, excuse me. I felt so good. So as far as the name, like the name calling the kid, I'm not into that. I've never really been into that. Unless you violate. Once you violate, then you get invalidated. I bet. And then they're gonna look like, damn, everything is true. That yeah, everything is true. All right, that's enough about that. But they were saying like she got JT right. Would she stop her album being promoted or the radio spin? I don't know. I just seen a little bit, but I didn't get what a bit. Yeah. I don't understand what everything that's going on in the world today. How do people have time for all of this? It's a lot. It's a whole lot. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. Gotta stop. Gotta repent. Gotta stop. And now look. Reggie up there saying that Krayshawn and dirty his house. Man, listen, she's exhausted. I'm over that. But there's so many things. And that OG blood is not playing with Jim Jones. Cause you handing out frankfurters to niggas who really put in work and been in jail and really fought in them yards against Latin kings and or probably the Germans, them white I forgot Aryan nations and all that. You is bugging. You is bugging. See the disrespectfulness. This is what I mean about the disrespectfulness of some people. Like when people done fought battles and wars that you ain't ever been in, that you never faced, and you sitting here trying to downplay a movement where people have come together and try to atone for the mess that they made, the mess that they brought on to other people and kind of terrorized and brung down the communities. So now, you know, when you was young, you thought as a young child. Now you older, you realize, like, I played a big part in this. I played a big part in this mess. You know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of men is away from their homes. This is why a lot of women is away from their homes. When it comes to this, it's serious when it comes to this blood and Crip stuff. Like, so it's like, how dare you sit here and try to downplay it when people really put in, people really, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that. And this is a person who been through that, and now, you know, he want to change his life for the better, and he want to help the youth, because they're locking them up by the droves, okay? They're taking all the young men and some of the young women out of the homes to make them go work for peanuts that they get paid off, especially when they sending them up north. They're going to have to make it somebody's license plate for 10 cents an hour, 20 cents an hour, probably a quarter now, I don't know. When you could have just been out free and got you a little summer yummy that could have lasted into a job, like working in Burger King, working in McDonald's, working in Wendy's, working in DQ or what's that? Arby's. Yeah, I think Arby's, and I know, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Could have got you a little a DoorDash job where you making $500 a week. That adds up at the end of the day. It's something. You feel what I'm saying? It adds up at the end of the day. Let me tell you something. When you put your foot down and make it so that when you make them steps, He will meet you. The Heavenly Father will meet you when you know it's pure in your heart and you're doing your best you can. So it's like, that's not a game to sit there and try to downplay that on when people really out here done lost their lives for this. You feel what I'm saying? People really out here, they kids been misled and led astray behind this, you know. So it's like you trying to, and then like it was just stated on one of these podcasts, so a lot of them was just pussy, and they joined a gang to try to, I guess, what you call it, like the Transformers to come together so they could, you feel what I'm saying, like to stop from, you know what I mean? Like, you got people, you got a family, you can run and go get them. So it's like, it's a lot. It's different things. It's like behind a wall. They scared. They wanted protection, so they ran to a game. You never, this what I'm saying, is all walks of life and different stories with this. So the fact that he's trying to downplay that for such a time as this, when all of this is going on, ain't no war he in. The war is they locking up these kids. They locking up these young kids. They locking up these young adults. They locking up these teenagers. Do you see how many that's under 30 that's being locked up? You see how many that's under 30 being taken, and they running down on Lisa Evans, okay? Lisa Evans and them scrap up. Lisa Evans and them are scrapping up to go take these kids away and throw them in a jail cell. When they could have been here, it could have been with their family, it could have been, we get it. Times is, you know, you go through stuff. We get it. We had to fight, like, let me tell you something. Everybody had to fight wars out here, and some was graced not to have fought a war. Some, you know, them battles just, they give you the strength to, and they help you to navigate throughout life. That's all. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, that was disrespectful, and he shouldn't. And when Joe asked him that, he should have just been quiet. Like, I don't know how to answer that. I don't know how to feel because I ain't dropping mine. You know what I mean? Or I ain't dropped mine, so I don't know. Or matter of fact, I don't got no answer for that. You shouldn't even stated that, like, cause that's like undermining the fact that you got OGs like that where this first started, that realized the things, the damage that was done behind this, and want to help try to put it back in its proper perspective for the youth to have a better life, for the youth to know a different way. And there's so many opportunities and so many different ways that they can go nowadays. Like, we didn't have this growing up. We didn't have this growing up. We didn't have the cell phone. But it was a cell phone, but it wasn't equipped, because my sister had a cell phone like 1990, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? My sister used to be outpulling them. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I remember that bulky thing that that cell phone was like this big. It had to flip. It was heavy. It was chunky in the back. All that, like, different. That was like 1990. It was like 89 and 91 of them. Like, I remember that. Because I used to go with her when she had the apartment on Lenox. That probably was like Lenox and 40-something. And then we moved to, years later, we moved to 132nd and 7th Ave over the Chinese restaurant. Like, please, like, it is really real out here. It is really real out here. So, you know, it's like, man, listen, time to get stuff right, because it ain't much left. And comment below how you feel on any of the topics that I touch. Share your view, your opinion, what you feel about something. Let me know if I was wrong, or if you feel if I was wrong, right, on any conversation I may have made throughout the video. And, you know, hit that like, subscribe, and with that, people, I'm out.